I can't believe the ABG Discord would be.
Would be in,
You know.
I thought it would be a bastion of hope, you know? I
Yeah.
very
I can't believe it wasn't. I can't believe it had some questionable situations and things and shit.
unbelievable. All right, starting from left to right on the NO16 front, we have Sam, Spicy Paper, and Warrior playing flank. Medkits, Lucius, Frosty, Red, and Amit in the mid, and then we have Boozle, Harrius, and Highlander making up the right flank. On the left to right, we on 63E we have Jay, Dingus, and Zoft running a flank. Dingus or Ethan, Va, Grubbler, Horse, not a cool guy running the middle. Mappin, Give Up, and Christopher running the right flank. We're gonna see how this goes. I'm very curious. We have the Highlander, Harrius, Boozle flank playing against Zoft, Jay, and Dingus. That would be a top 3 flank in 2022 or 2021. Oh, Amit, beautiful pick. Trades all across the board, but the NO16 are holding on. They are winning the left. They sweep the left, but they did lose the right here. Oh, he missed the backstab. Horse. Oh, beautiful. It is a bunch of small fights.
An unfortunate TK from Spicy Paper, but it's a 6v2.
This is still very losable for the NO16. Pick Grumbler off. The last remaining is Jay. Jay has the potential to win this. He has shown very fucking good signs of clutching in these scenarios. It is still possible. Recruit Frosty might be a banger. Oh, that was a little scary. A little scary. Alright, Spicy Paper. Gotta hold this prio. Oh no.
They're not finishing it up.
They're not finishing off. They're still holding on. Oh, beautiful stab. It is Booz's Spicy Paper. All that is left. And they take them down. NO16 take the first round.
Now, I don't think either of us had that on our prediction cards.
No, I am shocked.
But, you know, Omelette du Fromage with an early pick on Ethan, and
that was beautiful.
Things just kind of crumbled.
It did. That was a beautiful pick from Amit. Like, beautiful pick. Like, that's, you know, Unk still got it at the end of the day. And I think that...
You can't trade experience.
Yeah, can't trade experience. That was beautifully played.
I think the bigger question is, I mean, Sam 5051, Spicy Paper, and Warrior are against Chris, Give Up, and Mappin. You'd hope that the 63 would be winning that side every time.
We'll see how it goes. Zoff playing super aggro, but we'll see how that's gonna fare. Picks, trades coming across the board. The 63E are... Oh! 63 are a little bit even after that really bad TK, but I think they're still gonna finish up. The NO16 sweep the rest of the right. It is just the remnants left. Highlander holding his off against Jay and Va, but he gets taken out. They're -1. Still a very much winnable case. They got a D key here. We can't get this close to the wall. They got the up-downs all positioned up. Medkits and Warrior make up this flank. They're staring down Horse and Grumbler. Oh!
And they get Horse.
Beautiful pick onto Horse.
But they get the dive. Va gets 2.
Va too. Oh my god. Va just... Wow. He just licked his fingers and went ham. That was incredible.
What we said about experience. That was experience right there.
Gunner, Charles will ask that. Charles, can you answer what Gunner told you in the Twitch chat? And thank you, Gunner, for following.
Can you mod me on your thing real quick? I need to ban someone in the chat.
Oh yeah, I got you, man. No, like no worries, man.
Thank you.
Like no worries, bro.
Thank you.
It is now 1. Dude, I'm not gonna let you just ban him.
What the flow? Alright, we're back in it. No changes yet for the 63.
No changes, but I don't think changes are needed.
They're playing a bit more aggro on the left now.
Playing a little bit more.
Again, early pick.
Oh my god, 3 early picks from the 63E. Lucius tries to answer back, but I don't think it matters. They sweep the rest of the left. The NO16 couldn't clear the rest of the right either. The last one remaining is Lucius, and he gets taken down 2-1. Beautifully played by the 63E there. That's like what you would typically want to see a very successful round for them go. Just take advantage of their weaker spots and just mow.
That's what we were expecting from 63 going into this.
But anything can happen.
That's true.
Anything
I mean,
could happen.
we've been surprised 2 rounds out of 3 so far. Maybe your prediction's gonna be a little closer than mine.
I know.
Yeah, we'll see if Highlander, Harrius, and Boozle, the ex-KRA players.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was
it
supposed
done.
to keep a score update. I'll do it after this
Oh
round.
my god.
Apologies. I literally pulled what happened last time against the KO and the TB match.
This guy even trying.
No, I'm not. 63 playing aggro. NO16 matching it.
Oh, early
Highlander,
pick.
early pick, but Horse gets the answer back. Kills 2. Bunch of 1v1s,
Looks
but
like
it looks like the NO16 are collapsing on the right and on the left, so it's not going to really matter all too much. A very unfortunate showing. 3-1.
it looked promising at the beginning. But yeah, 63 just came in. They started sweeping.
They did start sweeping.
Update the score.
I did. Chill out. Chill on me. Floss, thank you for following. And Charles, thank you for following.
Yeah, no worries. You know, I gotta support my rising streamers.
Rising streamers as if I haven't done this for like 5 years.
You know, new kid on the block and needs the help.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, Gunner. I think Twitch like updated the TOS. You might have to give them your ID or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something like that. Early
Oh, and
pick
an early
onto
pick.
Amit. Frosty with the answer back. Doesn't matter though, because he gets picked off a line. The 63, they sweep
mid is
the
gone.
hell out of the right. Mid is disappearing. NO16 just have small pockets of resistance, but it's not going to matter. It's very futile. Beautifully played by the 63 there.
Yeah, I know 16 need to strengthen up that mid a little bit because one pick and it just falls like a house of cards.
Amen.
Yeah, Gunnar, make sure to give him your driver's license as well and your social security number.
Yeah, what he said. You should give it all to Palantir too while you're at it. Like
Yep.
voluntarily do that.
I've pressed tab. Va 9 and 2 for the 63. Doing very well.
We got Grumbler 7
Lucius.
and 1. Jay with 16 blocks, which most of the blocks were from the 1v2. 63, quick 3 picks, quick 4 picks. So many unanswered picks here. Finally, Dingus goes down. Boozles picks off Mappin, but it's not going to matter. They just get swept up like a hurricane. Oh my goodness.
That round lasted
That was
15 seconds.
That was probably one of the quickest rounds that we'll probably see from this league this season.
That was, yeah.
That was very, very interesting. And, you know, stuff
Looking
happens.
at it, I mean, Highlander's playing 1.
He's playing
1 and 6.
He's playing 1 against one of the
0.27.
better ones in the game. Jay, who doesn't really have too much edge experience, but definitely plays flank, and he plays it at a very high level. You know, they do a first 3 swap, though. Same mid lineup for this NO16.
We'll see if Highlander, Boozle, and Harris can deal with Chris give up.
Now, honestly, this might be more winnable for them. Ethan, amazing pick onto Amit. First to start up the round. Not a cool guy. Dingus, Horse, 5 unanswered, 6 unanswered. Harry's finally picks off Grumbler, but it's not going to matter. They get fully swept up right here on the right and on the left. Another beautiful round from the 63 so far. Just that excellence that you typically see from them. from years gone by. I think the only real answer that NO16 really has is they gotta strengthen some of the weaker portions. I mean, Amit, he's great. We love Amit, but we gotta get him S-keying a little bit, just a tad.
He's been picked first 3 or 4 times now.
Yeah.
Probably needs to strengthen that up a little bit.
You know, Unk, you know, you still got it, but you know, you gotta pump the brakes. No aggression play here, you know?
Sometimes you gotta relax, let your team do the work.
Amen. The 63 immediately stretched the right. Grumbler, early pick. 4 unanswered. 5 unanswered. 6, 7 unanswered. 8 unanswered. Harris finally kills Give Up. But it doesn't even matter. He's the only casualty. Another round to the 63 Empire.
They call it TO. I think the question here is, I mean, what's the over-under on a 63 getting a perfect round before this match is over? They've come close quite a few times. But I think some people, looking at Give Up, looking at Dingus, they're dying a little too much. Worth noting, by the way, Zoft, 10-0, has not died yet. Other than a TK in the first round.
Yeah, well said there. It's, you know, it's a little bit harder
Yeah,
on these
thanks,
types
buddy.
of jobs. Like, I mean, realistically, like, there's a lot to be desired. Goomba Man, thank you for following.
And looking at the NO16, I mean, a lot of single-digit blocks on that lineup.
Got to get some R&Bs in there, you know, blocking exercises, train the fingers and whatnot. Grumbler
There's-
also is proving, like, I mean, granted, everyone around Grumbler is a fantastic player in of itself, but 4 blocks on 11 kills. He is taking advantage of those, like, moments where he could easily get some early target swaps in and get some nice picks.
I mean, he's playing against Lucius and Medkits. Maybe these two need to...
Oh, Sam, early aggressive. Oh, God, what? Trade, though. Give Up J, Mappin, and it's over. On the left side, they just pick off everyone. Mappin onto the TK, onto Give Up. Last 2 remaining on the NO16 front. Warrior dead, Amit gone. It's 8-1. Amuse, thank you for following, boss. Thank you.
There was a bit of a switch up there. Oh, and James T. Kirk is in. A little bit of a lineup switch up though. We have Highlander seemingly playing around the middle. And I might just go back to the flank. But it's now Highlander, Warrior, and Boozle on their left, with Sam, Spicy Paper, and Harrius on the right. So we'll see how their new flank works out for them.
.63 with this huge gap. Lucius takes full advantage of it, but he's gonna get backstabbed. Oh my goodness. 63, they just sweep the rest of the left, and they sweep the rest of the right. Rufus, thank you for following.
And there it is.
And there's another round to the 60,
That's a perfect round for 63. You know, the NO16, they've been trying to make adjustments. Nothing's really working out for them, but maybe they'll get something going here. Maybe with James T. Kirk coming in, he'll be able to strengthen up a problematic area for them.
I gotta make sure he's on the roster.
GG.
He is. Putis is on.
16. Playing a lot more defensive now.
Ooh, Grumbler
Oh.
with the straight stab immediately, but Amit does answer back. Kills Ethan. Grumbler picks off James. It is a lot of even picks, but the NO16 are up on the left. Frosty backstab. No. Yes.
Oh.
No. The 63 clear out the rest of the right, and they're gonna finish up the rest of these pockets right here on the left.
NO16 had to get one of those 1v1s.
Beautiful pick, Boozle. Oh, and immediately gets up downed. Last remaining is Highlander. If there's someone to make magic happen, Mappin, why are you punching? You're going triple negative. Thank you,
Oh,
Bob.
Va TKs him. Completely justified. Disciplinary
And a
TK.
beautiful... Honestly, NO16 almost had him there. That was almost a great round. Hold tab, report. Boozle is 10-10 with 22 blocks. We also have a lot of people on the NO16 kind of struggling, but the blocks are increasing. Highlander with 26. Meanwhile, in the 63 front, a lot of people are at least double positive, and maintaining high blocks and high impact throughout. Putis just started, so there's no real, gauge there. But
unfortunate TK for him in the first round.
Very unfortunate.
I'm sure he'll be able to pull it back.
Trades across on the left. NO16 make it sort of even, but there's backstabs coming in on the right. No calls for that. That guy accidentally DQ'd and got backstabbed. The advantage that he just had is gone completely in a round. 11-1 to the 63E. Now it looks like your prediction was coming to fruition here, I will say.
The first 2 rounds look good for the NO16, and then I mean, hey, their left side has been going even consistently. They've been able to hold out against a very strong group of 63 members, but their left just needs to strengthen up a little bit, I think.
Amen, bro. Amen. They need to strengthen a lot of their spots in the lineup, but I don't think they really have the manpower to do so. It's more so they got to play these players to their strongest points, but ultimately the experience just isn't there. 63, I mean, they're seasoned. They have 2 rings under their belt, at least in the RGL, at least in the Holdfast era. Zoft immediately onto the pick onto Amit. Sam down by give up. Va picks off Red. Lucius and Harrius try to answer back. It doesn't appear to matter. They're so far up. James T. Kirk picked off one last remaining soldier. It is Highlander, and he gets up down, makes it 12-1. Is a very brutal match so far for the NO16. I thought things were going to be a little bit different, and I still believe that they will be different against the other similar strength enemies that they're going to go against later on in this season, but against a seasoned veteran like the 63, they are simply no match.
Yeah, after the first 2 rounds, it's been a bit of a slaughter. But there's been beacons of hope.
There are beacons of hope. I do believe in the NO16 in pummeling some enemies and making some upsets, but currently this is just not their game. 12-1. A lot of lineup changes are occurring on the NO16 front, although the fertility of
Highlander playing 2 now.
Highlander plays 2.
But he goes
immediately
down
picked up by Dingus. They get the up down onto the right. They just start going down the line. I mean, the NO16, they did win the left though, or their right, apologies. But it doesn't matter. Everyone's coming in, clearing out. Dingus stabs James T. Kirk. A backstab gets Va, but it does not matter. 13-1.
Not enough.
It's just not enough. You gotta play with your hearts.
With your heart, your mind,
in your body.
Which one of the NO16? What are they missing right here? Is it the heart, the mind, or the body?
I think they're missing the heart. I think the passion just isn't there for some of these players. They come in, they get a paycheck, take in that NIL money, but the passion's not there.
Got another switch up. Got Warrior and Amit as 1 and 2 now.
Beautifully played.
Highlander switching to 4.
That can work. I mean, we've seen Zoft play 3 and 4 and play like a beast. Skilled players going into connector like this can drive some results. We're just gonna see how it goes. Boozle's far up, give up on the pick onto Spicy Paper. They immediately collapse onto the left. The NO16 really can't answer much. They get backstabbed. Warrior kills off, but it doesn't even matter. They're all dead everywhere. It is 14-1. They need to drop this mapping guy. Could not agree more, Mr. Psycho. You're a visionary. You're a prophet even.
I think that's terrifying for the NO16. It's just, I mean, one pick, it feels like, and half the line is dead within a couple of seconds. They need to play so safe, but they just keep getting picked. You know what they say? 2 buttons on the mouse.
Let Psycho play. Why is he on the bench? I don't know. Also, Seth, aren't you gonna go to sleep?
Seth, why aren't you playing?
Yeah, why aren't you playing? Where's Seth?
Why are you on the bench?
Where's Seth Hart in all this? You know? There's gotta be someone who plays right bench. And that's Seth Hart's position. You know?
That's true. Someone has to keep it warm.
The real reason this wasn't 15-0 is because this rando called Zoft is playing 63E third in line.
That's true.
That's just, I mean, he's playing well. It's not his fault. He's literally 23-3.
He's died 3 times.
He did get backstabbed by Warrior. Okay,
This guy's a bum.
He did get backstabbed by Warrior. It's not his fault. He doesn't got eyes in the back of his head. All right, this is the potential match point round for the 63E. We're going to see how they play. And Mappin immediately backstabs his teammate. Wait, the NO16 are going to win the left here. We're going to see how the rest of the lineup plays out. Highlander immediately into a 1v2, gets dicked. Chris and Mappin win their 1v1, so it doesn't even matter. They just sweep the hell out of the NO16. 15-1 GG's. Wow.
Well, we predicted it wouldn't be a close series.
I did not screenshot.
Nah, you're a fucking bum.
I got the last round and the score line, and that's it. From last round. Oh, dude. Whatever. I'll go back to the VOD. That's fine. I'll correct it. Alright. I think EU beats this NA63E side.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. No,
Psycho
you're right.
Sig, stream better than Robo, as if
Seth,
he's not
thank you
comparing
for
us to the
following.
lowest possible bar.
Dude, I was gonna say, like, who streams on EU? Just Robo, right?
I've seen Trainboy stream, I think.
Nice seeing the game above ultra low. Bro, Adam the Meta requested it. He hated that I would... there was a match I streamed during HDL where I played on my stretched res potato graphics. Didn't look nice.
No,
didn't look nice.
Hilarious for that, to be fair.
Alright, I'm gonna ask for some interviews.
We're getting Grumbler in for an interview? Holy.
Yeah, bro. You got a problem with that?
Nah. No problem at all. I'm excited to hear what he has to say about this match.
We'll see if they even want it.
Hey, I'm fine if they don't. I need to go to... I have a Civ game to play.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know...
I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting Dingus in.
Oh, we are gonna get Dingus in. Hey,
Hello,
Dingus. Thank you for coming and participating in the Wi-Fi Bills X Charles interview post-game presented by BMG and Home Depot. And Give Up, thank you for coming to the Wi-Fi Bills X Charles.
This is a huge
post-game interview presented by BMG and Home Depot. I'm gonna ask you guys.
Not Best Buy.
No,
They don't sponsor.
we didn't get.
Oh.
Pleasure to
Give up.
be here.
We didn't get them again this year.
God damn it, we didn't get them this year.
Yeah.
We'll get them next
No.
year. You know, contract negotiations, they go crazy. I'm gonna ask you
Tight shit.
guys one question each because I don't think the NO16 are gonna send anyone for interviews. So, Dingus, I'm gonna start with you. Dingus, this is the first competitive match you've played in a minute. First official. How are the vibes? You think you would return back to how you played previously? You think there's some more rust that needs to get cleared out? What's your thoughts about how you specifically played?
My thoughts on how I played was I didn't drink enough initially.
True.
So it wasn't until the 5th or 6th shot that I actually warmed up. Other than that, like I haven't played in an RGL in a while, but it's not like I haven't been training. It's been a lot of like getting sent elsewhere in the world for RGL, but it went well for me. I did my job. Kind of just assisting Jay, letting Jay do Jay thing. And obviously it went well because our flank won every time and Highlander was like 1 in 15. So
you definitely did your
true.
job and then some. That's for sure. Give up. I wanted to ask you. You know,
So
one thing I would like to ask is, you know, looking at the score line, you did really well. Went triple positive. No TKs.
Thanks,
6
I know.
assists. Do you think, obviously the NO16 in comparison might be a weaker team, but do you think you could continue this consistency? You know, get maybe not
Yes,
triple positive, but
well,
two wins.
I would have gone triple positive, especially those last couple rounds. But I got an initial pick and I was immediately TK'd by my teammates 3 rounds in a row. Especially that last round. If you see, I got a straight stab on my guy, and then Mappin immediately backstabbed me, and I may have said a naughty word.
We'll
in
say
the VC.
fog of war. Fog of war. You know?
Yeah. I was very clear on my instructions what I said I was gonna do.
You know, if
But
the officer tells you,
I was
you know,
I was dead from, let's just say, I count 6 rounds where I was TK'd before I was able to get frag out. So maybe we're just gonna tighten up those TKs. I'm gonna make sure Mappin and Chris, you know, tighten this up. Also, me and Chris are a power couple now. We're gonna be the best flank in RGL this year.
You know
Me and
what?
Chris.
You definitely have top 3 potential. Maybe top 2 and not 2.
Type shit, bro. You just gotta have that. You just gotta have that, like.
And then, we also do have Highlander, so we're gonna ask him some questions as well.
Where? Oh, he's here.
Highlander.
What's up, Highlander?
Thank you for coming to the Wi-Fi Bills X Charles post game
Home Depot
interview presented by BMG Hosting and Home Depot. So I'm gonna ask you, because 63 they got 1 question each, so I'm gonna ask you 2 questions.
Damn.
What
Is
was
it because of his size?
Yep.
You're fat. Highlander. What was your expectations with how this match was gonna go? You know, I saw a lot of players that I haven't seen in a minute, like Recruit Blasty, or Recruit Frosty. Apologies. You got newer transfers in like Boozle and Harrius. What was the expectation coming into this match? You know.
I mean, I guess to be blunt, I knew we were gonna lose this game, but the biggest thing that I told my guys before the match started was whatever feelings that people had before the match, because you know we talk a lot, you know, about what's upcoming and whatnot, and so we were aware of this matchup, obviously, you know, since it was announced. And the biggest thing that I told people is to not come in with that loser mentality. Is, you know, just give it 110%. Give it, you know, your all, and don't worry about the score line. You just keep pushing forward and you keep trying. So I was kind of hoping we would get more than 1 round, because that first round looked really great for us, and then it just kind of snowballed, and it was just kind of, you know, we couldn't adapt, and we didn't have the depth that the 63 has currently to kind of counteract some of their top players and whatnot. But I'm still proud of the guys for trying and playing. I know as far as our KDs spread across the board, I mean, I got locked down very hard. This is very atypical for me to be that bad. Generally speaking, I know I'm sure people will probably say I'm washed after this, but I mean,
Your mic,
whatever.
Highlander.
Oh, my mic cut out. I'm sorry.
No, no,
What was the last? What was? Oh, it didn't. Okay.
Your mic.
Um, So there's a lot of, we have a lot of new people, and obviously we did get some of the, we got Boozle and Harrius, and Boozle did really well, along with Harrius, because I don't think Harrius is used to playing two. So Amit did pretty good as well. I mean, like I said, everybody as a team, we tried the hardest that we could, but I mean, I think everybody knew where this was gonna go. I mean, thankfully we didn't get 15-0, so that's nice.
That is nice. No
but
sweep.
yeah.
Unlike KO, God bless their souls.
R.I.P.
There were sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just saying there were a lot of rounds. There were a lot of rounds still. I mean, there were a few rounds. Obviously, that was just a clean sweep from the 6-3, but we did have some decent rounds where there only had about 4 to 5, maybe 6 people left. So
6 or 7, perhaps.
I wasn't gonna say that. but that was you. But I think we tried, as hard as we could given the circumstances and the position that we were in.
All right. And then thank you for answering. Beautifully worded. And I do understand where you're coming from in terms of your camp, but I'm glad that you guys just didn't fully give up, didn't pay attention to the score, just put your heads down and keep fighting. Now, this, going against the 63, they're seasoned. It's a really tough loss for some of these players, but what is your expectations going into week 2? You'll most likely be going against someone who also went 0-1, so you could be going against potentially like a regiment like KO or some other team that is in the 0-1 bracket. What is the expectation that you're gonna set for your team and your players for week 2?
It's gonna be really dependent on who we play specifically, but what's interesting is we have a lot of seasoned individuals. We're just not seasoned as a team. So one of the biggest issues we're going to have, obviously, is, chemistry, especially with the lineup that we have. However, the expectation is, depending on who we play against, if it is, like the K or something like that, those are one of those games that I'm going to be a lot more confident in. However, I don't want to be overly confident and say, oh yeah, we're going to blow these guys out of the water. No. There could, anything could happen in those matches, regardless of what people can think or, on paper believe. So I think it's important that we, learn from this match in particular and, fix as many mistakes as, we realistically can. And then moving forward, tighten more things up and then just go out the gate swinging and to not be afraid and not be scared. Because if you keep playing afraid and you keep playing scared, you're not gonna win anything. So it's better to play with confidence, even if you do lose, because that brings the best out of everybody. So we'll just continue to grind and keep practicing, having my guys keep going to pickups as much as they can. And yeah, just keep practicing and keep moving forward.
Yeah, I agree. Best of luck to you guys, you 3. Thank you for participating in the interviews presented by BMG Hosting and Home Depot. Thank you very much. Best of luck to you guys week 2. Thank you guys for participating for tonight. I'm gonna end the stream. So, good night, guys.
Thank you for reffing Wi-Fi bills.
No worries, bro.
Did I get glazed at all, guys? I was so
Nah, I talked shit.
W.
As you should.
Like that one clip where I shared your match is like when you guys straight, what a steaming pile of dog shit that guy is. Shit was so funny. No, but Mappin's a terrorist, bro.
Yeah, a lot of TKs.
There was a lot of TKs.
Yeah, worrying trend for the 63.
I just